Okay then, Raiders, we are back. We've got loads to go over today as it is the weekly trials reset, which is actually an interesting one this week as we've got some new stuff coming into the mix. As we take a look at where it is that the game is going to be going over the next few days, we've got a new reset happening tomorrow and hopefully a brand new patch update. So we're going to take a look at what that's going on over there. As well as that, Arc Raiders has actually announced us some very, very cool stuff and some changes that definitely need to be made in terms of, well, the Showstopper. If you know, you know, but we've got loads to break over. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And we've got loads of new bundles just dropping all of the time. So check it out. Links in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. And we're going to be announcing the winner to the giveaway tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel if you want to get involved with it. Very, very simple. Head down to the comment section and put in any kind of love heart and it'll enter you in. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now inside of Arc Raiders. So starting off, we're going to be inside of the weekly trials reset, as this one's a bit of an interesting one, as we've got some new stuff that we can do inside of here. Although we've been doing it the entire time, it's just some new sort of areas that we can venture into for trials. We've got the lock gate where you have to open containers inside of the traffic tunnel, which is actually really, really easy. If anything, it kind of encourages people to do the lock gate. It's essentially a big task where you have to find a bunch of keys across the map, input them into the panels, and it will open up the traffic tunnels underneath where you guys can go ahead and loot absolutely everything. This will push a lot of people to do the lock gate, as we have been in so many lobbies previously where lock gate just is never actually done, and it's just becoming a big PvP fest around the control panels with the keys. So hopefully this helps push that one just a little bit further, and it should be a lot easier to do with so much to loot inside of there. The actual number from this could actually be quite a high point system for your leaderboard. Moving in from that, we have got the Search Raider caches. Now, I am going to be going in later today to try and figure out if the Hurricane First Wave caches are actually working as a part of this. Based on the way that we know with the overall harvesting plants, with the Cold Snap update, we know that they didn't allow their candleberries to be available inside of that. Hopefully, the Search Raider caches do work for this. I'm just going to go and test it out later on. But yes, it's going to be one of those very, very easy. Listen out for the noise. It's going to be a very low point score. I think that you're going to really struggle about it. So make sure you go ahead and check out the Meta Forge.app to go and find out exactly where these Raider caches are. Great website, and it will help you out a lot with these sorts of things. Moving on from that, we've got damaged Rocketeers, Leapers, and Bastions. Now, I do quite like it when they bracket them like this, because it means that you haven't got to just figure out how to just get Leapers. The fact that they've got Rocketeers, Leapers, and Bastions opens the bracketing up to not only a higher point system, but it enables you guys to be able to go ahead and do more damage to pretty much more things all in one go, meaning that you don't have to focus onto like 2 Leapers in a 2 rotation system. This is a nice one. Head over to Blue Gate. You'll find a lot of the stuff over there. Really, really easy to get that one done with double Rocketeers popping up all of the time. Moving in from that, we've got Destroy Ticks. Now, Destroy Ticks is a very ominous one all of the time. There are low levels of ticks pretty much everywhere. I find the damn battlegrounds in the northern region really helps me out quite a lot with the ticks, as they respawn on a frequent basis. So you should be able to just rinse and repeat those on a regular. Again, very, very ominous, but very easy. It's going to be a monotonous cycle for that. And then we've got to destroy Arc enemies in the swamp. Now, this one is a very easy one because you just want to head over to the swamp inside of damn battlegrounds and just take out as many enemies as you possibly can. Making sure that you are going to be in those friendly PvP areas are going to be pretty crucial for this one, as you're going to be needing to stay inside of the swamp for a long time. And with this being one of the main attributes for trials, there's going to be a lot of people knocking around there. So make sure that you have got those friendly Care Bear lobbies, jumping in and doing as much as you can. Bringing in as many of your friends as possible. With this one, you want to be running in with full squads to get the highest number possible, as everything that all 3 of you guys do will attribute towards this. Those of you guys who are doing solos, you are probably going to struggle to compete for the top spot inside of the leaderboards, as per usual every single week. They really need to rectify that and make it so that there's at least 2 sets of leaderboards, a group leaderboard and a solo leaderboard. I just think that it's needed, man. I just think that it's needed. But that is your weekly trials listing, and you've got 7 days to go ahead and do that to make your way through the rankings. And as I said, it's definitely worth it this season, because my lord, these look absolutely cool, the stuff that we've got inside of this. Now, obviously, as it stands right now, they have got some level of limitations on what it is that you're going to be able to receive inside of the trials. We've just got the skin variants. So as to whatever else it is that's going to be in there, I have no idea. Maybe it is just a skin. We'll have to wait and see, but it's going to be something that we are doing right now. So make sure you go ahead and get involved in them weekly trials. Moving on from that, though, we've got some more Art Graders news to bring to your faces. I've had a lot of fun inside of this game bringing this over to you, so let's get a good bit of news right here. As Art Graders have posted up a new competition. This one is a big one where you guys have got to essentially share your best clips from the Hurricane map condition for a chance to win the exclusive Raider kit packed with rare merch and trinkets. 10 runners-up will also get 2,400 Raider tokens. Now, it's really, really simple to get involved with. You just follow the Art Graders on Twitter, like and repost the post, and then reply to this post with your video and the hashtag ArcStormStories. Now, this is a big one. This package was sent out to a load of creators. Now, unfortunately and weirdly enough, I'm actually not partnered with Art Graders. I've tried so many times, but for some reason, just cannot seem to get onto their radar, which is absolutely fine. We still continue to do God's work and push out the news towards you guys, but a load of creators did manage to get a hold of this bundle. This is a cool bundle that you want to get a hold of, and they have been in limited creation, so get involved with that, and make sure you're posting up your videos inside of their competition page in. Moving on from that, we've got to have a conversation about the Showstopper, as right now, there seems to be a massive controversy around it, as this post right here labels it quite perfectly. The last update really made a lot of gear unreasonably expensive to create. Why on earth does it require a Hornet driver to create the Showstopper? I'll just use the Hornet driver as is. Now, unfortunately, right now, the Hornet driver is actually relatively well deserved. This thing works really, really well. If you just throw the Hornet driver, it practically does the same thing. So I don't know why you'd want to use a Hornet driver to make a Showstopper, when if you throw a Showstopper at a Bastion or something along those lines, 9 times out of 10, it won't even work. So it's a really, really odd one. Just take the Hornet driver and use it. I think for that reason alone, the Hornet driver is going to have a bit of an issue in terms of patch update, and hopefully the Showstopper should get a bit of a buff in that regard, because, my lord, it is definitely needed. And we just want to give you guys a quick heads up. I know that we've just gone into the new expedition, but in the last expedition process, before we managed to get sent off to this one, we did notice that we were, some of us anyway, given this skin right here. This was the skin for the fully upgraded expedition, or at least that's what we think. And this is going to be the process for at least the next run through of expeditions. So this is just your reminder that not making sure that you do just go ahead and make sure you get everything done for the expedition. If you do want this skin and it looks really, really cool, make sure you're running in that process for the expeditions. I know it's really difficult sometimes, and I know that a lot of you will struggle with it, myself included. To be fair, I've been playing quite a few different games at the moment, although I am going to be narrowing down on Art Graders here on the channel. So we're going to be going in quite heavily on live streams. Make sure you stay tuned to it. But yes, make sure you go ahead and get that expedition done sooner rather than later, so you can start getting that process through to make sure you get this skin. It's a needed must, man. Needed must. Moving on from that, though, we're going to take a look at your top comments from the previous video where we went over a new store bundle, which is going to be coming in tomorrow. As to what it looks like, we have no idea. I love the fact that there's no leaks to this game. It's just absolutely pucker. But it's going to be coming in tomorrow, a new store bundle, and hopefully this one hits hard, because it is definitely needed. But let's take a look at what you guys had to say inside of that top comments. First one right here coming from Feelit states, many people like me waited the expedition to do the projects, so it boosts you after the expedition. Now, it's exactly what I actually did. Right now, what we are looking at in terms of my projects is I still have got the trophy display case to do, and obviously we've just finished off the weather monitor system, because it just pays off to actually go ahead and do that. You end up getting a load of free gear that you didn't have beforehand, and it works really, really well. So if you have already done that, make sure you pay attention to it in future projects to keep hold of them until the expedition finishes. Sometimes it just makes sense. This next one right here states from the Sim Wreck, I've never seen Scrappy topside, but you can hear a rooster crowing in some stages. Now, I actually never knew that. I never really pay attention to that sort of stuff. All I'm really paying attention to is the gun sounds and the people walking around me and voices. But I am going to pay attention to this now. It's hilarious, actually. Some people do want to see Scrappy topside, getting hold of those scraps while you're on an expedition, so that when you come back, you've got those proceeds. But yeah, the fact that you can hear the rooster is hilarious to me. Absolutely hilarious. And this next one right here coming from Bush I Do Brown states, I really wish they fixed the late spawns. I don't mind, but sometimes I'm spawning at the edge of the map and spend most of the match running to exfil, which has been a problem since launch. And then being able to get in those late spawners, they've already said is never going to change. They've said it's pretty much a really, really big need for the game in terms of being able to fill through. So it's a bit of a weird one, but making sure that you guys go ahead and just enjoy what you can is perfect for me. I think that the only reason why they should do that is if you're in a freeloadie. I don't think you should be able to load into the end game on the side of the map with a fully fledged loadout. You just don't understand the need for it. Nonetheless, that's all we've got time for today. Make sure you're smashing the like button and subscribe and post notifications turned on, as tomorrow morning we've got a brand new reset to the game and hopefully a new patch update, and we'll have your news live here the second it drops. Thanks again for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.